Two boys, one brain cell. I'm Joel Norden, and this is Charles Beeson. And today we're checking out a Patreon pick for Nature versus Nurture by the Fall of Troy. Shout out to our Patreon, Tyler.
This is a very, very unlikely event.
Oh, I was like, what is an unlikely event, bud? And then
the album.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Well,
Nature versus Nurture.
Am aware of a Fall of Troy song, but it has been so long. This top one right here, actually, FCPREMIX.
FCP remix.
Yeah, basically. That was on Guitar Hero 3.
Oh, okay.
It's like in the bonus song section, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute. I'm not gonna lie to you, so I don't even remember what that sounds like, but I know I've heard that one. Just been a long damn time.
Been a minute.
Been a minute.
I mean, you are getting old, bud.
It was definitely before 2010, I think.
Yeah, I was young.
Yeah.
I miss those days.
You were like, what? You were probably in your 40s then, right?
Wow. Wow.
Got him. All right, let's jump into this.
Wow.
And it begins. I now center, but things could be much worse. Hurry up and wait. It's convoluted stay. Just by you and the loaded things you say. The siren sings to pull you in as things are wearing thin. The time and days before you're ready. Let me introduce myself. My name is Faye.
Halfway point.
Yeah.
Well, this is definitely unique.
It's kind of bouncing.
It is. It is. I'm digging the parts of the instrumental.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm not sure about is the vocals.
I actually like the vocals.
You like the vocals?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like it. We got a little opposite thing going here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then the instrumental, a lot of different like swap ups. Some of it like almost felt like it broke up the rhythm
Yes.
at times,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
which
And restarted then almost.
Yeah, like immediately.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
It's like, what just happened?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I think I'm already by the halfway point kind of used to it, but it's definitely jolting on first listen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're, I was getting distracted by the instrumental, and then it was like, move. What?
Huh? What's happening to my brain?
I guess that's the nature of the beast.
Yes. Did you try to make a nature versus nurture?
Just the nature part there.
Just okay. All right.
I'll hit you with the nurture later.
Jesus, let's finish this.
Don't make sense. So much pretense. April 5th, I arise with chapped lips and the babbling of nonsense over the TV's dull hiss. The events of April 4th align just a little more than the infatuated roar of the kids across the street. Though they speak not to me, they go deeper than my wording. With a friend of a friend who at a bar last night told me that they love me, but it must have been the Bacardi that had her hanging off me and saying things she didn't mean, but it was still on me.
All right. I am grateful. That second half was much better. From the talking point to the end, I like the second half of the song much better than the first half.
So would you say the second half of the song nurtured you?
I was going to say this. My theory here, the first half of the song, chaos. A little bit more chaotic elements, like instrumentally, which nature, chaotic, right? There's no laws in nature, per se. And then in the middle point, it just felt a lot more. You had the whoa-whoas. There was a little more of an atmospheric effect.
Well,
that kind of had felt
earlier too.
A little more comforting though in the second half for some reason to me.
They were very rhythmic.
That's what I'm saying. Like there was like a layer. There was something in the background there that was a little more atmospheric to the second half, and then just in general, it just felt a little more comforting, and the rhythm flowed better in the second half. So I was like, okay, this is like nurture, and then at the very end, they're battling it out. Like the very last 30 seconds, there's just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
That's my theory here. Not going to lie, the first half of the song, I kind of felt was a little boring.
Okay. So the second half of the song for me, I kind of felt like I wanted a little bit more lyrically in the second half. Like I wanted them to add more there. Have some more lyrics.
Are we playing Bad Cop, Good Cop right now?
Definitely enjoyed the first half.
I don't like it.
We're opposites here.
I'm not gonna lie. If it would have kept up with the same side, like in the four, it would have been the force
Really?
for me. It would have been negative. I didn't enjoy it.
Wow.
The second half, I thoroughly enjoyed, and that was more in like the 6
You know
or
what's
7
wild
range.
here is I think I chose the nature side and you chose nurture.
I like nurture. I like comfort.
I like nature.
Just like chaos.
Just set me in the woods. I'm happy.
You got lost in the woods.
Been lost in the woods before, yes. I've been lost in cornfields too. It's fine.
I was with you.
Oh, goodness. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were on a trail too. That makes it worse.
Remember where we promised never to talk about it. We
You just
swore.
did.
I hinted at it. I'm like, yeah, we got lost one time. And then you're like, oh, yeah. We're on a trail. You had to add more
You
details.
just reminded me of it, all right? I completely forgot about this moment.
That was embarrassing to say the least. The song, I liked, like I said, the second half, I really liked it. Just flowed better to my brain. Just had a little more of a comforting feel.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that more than the first half. Rating wise, I'm going to go with a 5.3 here. And like I said, if it wasn't for that second half, it probably would be in the negatives for me.
Okay.
Just did not really enjoy the first half of the song. From the talking point in the middle on, love that. So I'm going to put it in a playlist just to see if maybe I'm not used to it per se, because it's definitely not a style that I listen to a lot.
Right.
So give that a benefit of the doubt, throw it in there, see what happens with it. Can't promise it'll stay there, but I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 5.6, and I'm going to add it to a playlist. Like I said, I really enjoyed that first half more than I liked the second half. For me, something about, I felt like the vocals were nicer in the front half.
Really?
I feel like they got a little more rough, and then obviously they came back as well in the second half still. But I felt like something about the first half I just really enjoyed.
Okay.
Especially with those breaks, I didn't know how I felt with the rhythm breaks at all, and I still don't know how I feel about them. But I feel like it's also could be just something that's unique that could take me a minute to get used to.
Absolutely.
But I definitely enjoyed that. So it's going in a playlist for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all I got on this one, bub.
All right. Shout out to our Patreon for the pick. Definitely getting us out of our comfort zone on this one. We're two boys. We have one brain cell. I'm Joel Norton. That's Charles Beeson. Drop down in the comments on who gets that brain cell. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you want to join our community. Until next time, peace out.